Tom, why don't you give everybody an update on the message you got from American Airlines on gas fuel shortage? What's that all about?
Yeah, so I think everybody that has a frequent flyer number, whether you're on Delta, American Airlines, I know Delta, American Airlines apparently sent out this week, sending out notices saying, hey, there's some fuel shortages. Please bear with us. We may cancel a few flights here and there. Instead of 4 flights a day, maybe 3, and expect the year-end, the end of summer and back to school, things tightening up in terms of prices going up, and please bear with us. That is not a customer service message. It seemed like a warning that the airlines are preparing for a rough fall. That's what it sounded like.
Airlines are looking for a rough fall. Fuel shortages. Yesterday, I'm talking to a guy that runs
and fare prices, they said.
He runs what do you call it? He builds homes. So what do you call when you're
general contractor?
General contractor, yeah. But you know how you come and see the model homes, and then he builds the model home for you?
Oh, he's a developer. Yeah.
He's a developer. So I said, so how's business? He calls me and says, you know what, I'm so pissed off right now. I said, what are you pissed off about? He says, my main GC that I've been using for the last 10 years, every time we do a deal together, the property is up, the houses are within 6 months. Today, I'm talking to him. He says, he can't do it for me for 12 months. I said, so what are you doing? He said, I got an option number 2 and an option. He says, I called everybody in town.
Right.
Everybody says 12 months. There's nothing I can do about it. I said, you have no leverage today. I said, so what's your game plan? He said, I'm calling the guy, the GC, to tell him, typically whatever you were charging me, I'm willing to pay 20% more for you to do it in 6 months, because his guy is saying there is shortage. So he's calling the clients to say, look, if you want this thing to be built up, I can do it. But if you want it in 6 months, you got to pay that 20%. So it's a very interesting time right now. It's not just shortage of fuel. There's shortage in a lot of things today.
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, PHP, your other business, is doing fantastic. And
Yep.
what are you doing? You're expanding your headquarters.
Just had another CMO.
And you're doing the remodel. And you know that I see that in Dallas right in the middle of it. And the contractor said the same thing, and it's situational. Concrete and drywall apparently are near impossible to get in Dallas right now.
Concrete and drywall.
Not near impossible.
Can you raise the audio a little bit? It's still a little low for me. Folks, is my audio low? Just tell me if it is or not. I'm curious, but go ahead.
Yeah, and what he's saying is situational. And he was saying the things that need shipping, like there are some lights and some other thing for the ceiling, and we're not ordering custom lights, but he says, look, I can't get things in. I'm trying to get things shipped. He said there's a trucker shortage, which was the similar thing that I saw last night. Network News talking about that the trucking shortages transporting fuel, because fuel, remember, it takes up a lot of space. It's heavy. You have a lot of rail, a lot of tank. He said they can't get it. So he said shipping, concrete, drywall in Dallas, and it's affecting the completion date. Remember, this is supposed to be done midsummer. Yeah. Now it's not going to be done.
Yeah.
The new
So we'll
office
see what's going to happen.
Well, for somebody that's been in construction, for people out there that don't know, the way that it affects prices is normally the valuation that we all give is 2 parts, 1 part labor. So somebody's going to be more expensive on labor because there's not enough of it that they're going to do something 12 months out. And parts are already more expensive, so you're doubling down on the labor cost actually in that regard, because we don't in construction we don't charge by time. I'm not a $20 an hour employee or whatever, right? It's if the parts of this are $10,000, then I charge $5,000. It's a $15,000 project. That's how you come up with your valuations: 2 parts, 1 part labor. So if the parts are already more expensive, the labor's already charging more. So if the parts cost me $12,000, I'm not still charging $5,000, I'm charging $6,000 now. So that $15,000 project is an $18,000 project. And now if you're kicking another 20% on top of that, that $15,000 project just became what? $17,500, $18,000 just off the bat right there. So that's $3,000 right now off of the same exact project.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.